Alright, I hope this is working. So, I know that I'm like 3 weeks late doing this, so sorry, guys. I get to be the late one this time. But, on Hannah's request, I am posting a video today, which also happens to be her birthday. So, happy birthday, Hannah! I love you, and I miss you. And I miss all of you, actually. I miss you too, Annie and Paige and Jordan. It's just kind of, I don't know, I've been really busy, and school's been good. I mean, as good as school goes, I guess. Actually, most of my classes are really interesting. And, let's see. I think of like my academic classes, my archaeology class is actually probably the most interesting. I like that one a lot. And my professor is kind of funny. He's got a little bit of like a southern thing going. And so when he talks, he's like, you know, you get down in the dirt with little critters and got the creepy crawlies all over the place. And it's just kind of funny to listen to. Eric and I sit in the front row of that one. Yes, Annie, I see your boyfriend a lot. A whole lot. We have lots of classes together, and we live in the same dorm, and we go to the rec, and so, I'm sorry, I totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, so, things have been pretty good. I've been going to Breakaway every Tuesday, which is like, kind of like Stone, I think, a little bit, Austin Stone. It's really good, though. And the very first week, there had to be, like, at least 8,000 people there, if not more. It was crazy. And it's just a really cool experience. And then I started going to a Bible study on Wednesdays that I just started last week called Doulos, which means bondservant in, like, I want to say Latin or Hebrew or something like that. And then, I applied for like a bunch of these things called flows, which are freshman leadership organizations, and I actually got into one, which, well, you can only be in one because they're so time consuming, and so, but I applied to multiple because I wanted to make sure that I got into one because they're really selective. Like, the biggest one only takes 90 freshmen, and the smallest one only takes 40 freshmen. And so, they're pretty exclusive, I guess. You have to apply, and oh my gosh, the applications were forever long. And then, you have to do interview process and all this stuff. And I got into one called FLIC, which is Freshman Leaders in Christ. So it's, the Christian flow. And it was actually my last choice of the flows. Like, you preference them, and it's almost like rushing, kind of, the way they pick. Like, they pick people, and then they base it off of your evaluation, and then they, like, match you up. And so, this is my last choice, and I was a little upset last night, but I think that, you know, I think it'll all work out for the best, and that's where God wants me, and that's where He put me. So, I think it'll be a lot of fun, though. And there's really not a bad flow. There's only 14 of them on campus, and so it's kind of like a big deal to get into one. Like, my roommate, Cindy, didn't get into any of the ones she applied to. So, and I found out, by the way, she was valedictorian of her class, so I'm living with somebody that's really smart. I know I was salutatorian, but that doesn't count because we all know that was luck anyways. So, but, oh yeah, again, happy birthday to Hannah. And I'll see how many times I can say that. So, happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'll throw it in a few more times before I get off. But yeah, I can't believe this is our 4th week of school. On Wednesday, I will have been in College Station for an entire month. It's not bad here. My hair doesn't really like to cooperate most of the time because College Station is very humid. But I discovered that I can put it up in a hat, and that works kind of like when I used to wear my hoods all the time, but I look a lot less stupid in a hat than wearing a hood. So, or at least I get stared at less. We have a dehumidifier in our room, which we have to empty like 3 or 4 times a day. It's 25 pints of water each time you empty it. So there is a lot of moisture in the air. When we first moved into our room, the floors basically felt damp, and all the paper on my printer were like all squiggly, and my calendar on the wall was like folding in, and it was really gross. But the dehumidifier helps a lot. And then all of a sudden, our room went from being hot to being an icebox, which is why I'm in a sweatshirt. Last night I slept in a hoodie and sweatpants and those fuzzy boots, you know, that I used to wear during the winter all the time. Yeah, and under a blanket and my comforter, and I was still kind of chilly. So I kind of feel like I'm in the Arctic zone in my room. But I like my room, though. It's big compared to most of the dorms here on campus. And let's see. I'm still addicted to Diet Dr. Pepper. Although I've made a 24-pack, or at least the cans last until now. Like, I brought it up when I moved in, and it's still not empty. I think I have like 2 left. So, I don't know if you can see, like, I'm under my bed. So my bed is lofted, but Cindy's bed's not. It's on the ground. My Hulk is here. I love him. He's, like, right there by my bed. And, I don't know what else. But yeah, so I have class, and I've been going to the gym, or the rec, whatever, every day. And my bike got stolen, which was not happy. But oh well, I'm trying not to get too bent out of shape about it. I was a little frustrated Saturday when it happened, but then just like get over with. I feel like I'm really getting able to, or being able to get plugged in with like Christians and stuff on campus. And then being in Flick, I think, will be good for that too. And what else? Oh, my Cornerstone class is amazing, which is the honors program that I'm doing where we plan. Sorry, my hair is like messed up. Where we plan our trip for spring break to Europe. And this semester we have like lectures each time, and they are different professors on campus that my dean that runs the class thinks are like the best professors, and he tells them to give a lecture like it was their very last lecture, like if they're going to die tomorrow, and so they can talk about whatever they want to. And we've had some awesome lectures so far. We had one last week who was like this crazy old guy who reminded me kind of like Mr. Brown if he grew out a beard and was a philosophy teacher. So like Mr. Brown, but weirder. But it was mind-boggling. Like, it was just amazing, and I can't even put into words. Like, I almost cried after I left class just because it was so, I don't know, it was just touching that he, like, really just got life, and it was really cool to see how passionate he was, and, but I mean, so that's cool. And then I've met, like, 1,000,001 people. I see people all over the place, and I'm like, I've met you! I don't remember your name, but, I know I've seen you before, which I always feel kind of bad, because, especially if they remember your name. Like, if they don't remember your name, it's not as big of a deal. But when they're like, oh, hey, you're Jamie, right? And I'm like, yeah, you're that one kid that I am drawing a blank on right now. But other than, I mean, I've met lots of people that I remember, too. I've gone to all the football games, which we've won. We've gotten progressively worse, though, because the first one we won and we played really well. The second one, we kind of sucked, but we still beat the other team a lot, because they sucked, I guess, really bad. And this past week, we were losing, like, the whole game to a team that's record is 14-68 for the last 8 years. So we really should not have been losing, but we pulled it out in the end, so yeah. But I have my picture over here that Paige made me with all my pictures of y'all on it, so I can always see you. And there's not really anything to tour in my room, so I think we're gonna skip the whole room tour thing. But I think I'm over my 10-minute mark. Maybe that'll make up for the fact that I'm really, really late. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so class is good. I have my first big test this week, so I'm a little nervous. Making lots of friends, meeting lots of people. Had my bike stolen. Made a flow. Getting involved. Going to church. Oh, and the church here I really like too. I've been going to a church called Grace Bible, and it's awesome. Hanging out with my friend Sarah a lot, who's a year older than me. And our moms taught together when we were little. I think some of y'all have met her. But her and all her friends and I hang out a lot. They're really cool. And so, yeah, just enjoying it up here in College Station where the weather is like Florida but weirder. It rains just like randomly all of a sudden. And then it'll be sunny again. Or sometimes it'll be sunny and raining. Yeah, so anyways. But I guess that's all for now. So happy birthday again, Hannah. And my birthday's less than a month away. So is Annie's. We're gonna be old. We're all old. I don't want to be 19, because then I'm like almost 20. So, anyways, I'm going on 12 minutes, so I will shut up. And I hope you're all doing well. And I can't wait to hear y'all's video or hear y'all on y'all's videos. I'm sorry it took so long. I will be better next time because now I know how to record videos on my computer. So, yeah. Alright, love you. Bye. Thanks and gig 'em.